Hey everybody, welcome back to The Loop, where we are continuing to make our way through the Bible together. This week I want to look together at the book of Lamentations. This book contains 5 different poems, all of which express the grief and the sorrow that God's people are feeling after they disobeyed God. Now that's what makes this book such a great book. We all sin, but we don't all feel the same way after we sin. In fact, the New Testament tells us that some people feel worldly sorrow, whereas other people feel godly sorrow. Some people are genuinely sorry for what they did, but other people are just sorry that they got caught. Let's see what we can learn from this book about the feelings of sorrow that are associated with our sin. Lamentations chapter 1 verse 2 says this, "Bitterly she weeps at night. Tears are on her cheeks. Among all her lovers there is no one to comfort her. All her friends have betrayed her. They have become her enemies." Now, I don't know about you, but when I see someone weeping, my tendency is to try to comfort them. When I see someone crying, I just want to ease their pain. I want to help them know this is going to pass and everything's going to be okay. But that's not always helpful, especially when someone is weeping over their sin. Lamentations 1 is clear. God's people have no one to comfort them. And I want you to know something. That's okay in this situation. When we sin, we need to feel grief and sorrow over that sin in our life. We don't need someone to tell us that it's all okay or that it's no big deal. We don't need someone to always make us feel better. Instead, we need to feel the gravity of our sin so that we do not repeat that sin and so that we might even understand our need for grace. Just listen to some of the heavy words that are found all throughout this chapter. God's people felt grief, they felt anguish, afflicted, unclean, filthy, defeated, and despised. And these are just some of the words that are found throughout this chapter to describe the emotions that God's people felt. And so let's be careful in the way that we feel about our sin. If we downplay the gravity of our sin, we will ultimately eliminate our need for the grace to cover that sin, as well as the need to change so that we don't continue in that sin again and again.